Dennis, let's go. Come on.
He was with me. I got held up.
So ridiculous.
They have somebody. You always have to wait to engage to make sure it's the right person. You learn that, right?
Oh boy.
Wailing.
What is he doing?
Well, who wants?
What is Dennis doing? Mr. Troy, would you like to join us up here?
Hey.
You need roller skates.
No, I need value.
Okay, welcome everybody to the town board. We apologize for being late. We just had another meeting downstairs that ran a little bit later, Mr. Troy and myself, so sorry about that. Oh, that's beautiful. So welcome to the regular town board meeting of December 1, 2020. Town clerk, can we get a roll call?
Councilman Dennis Troy,
Present.
Councilman Tom Divany,
Here.
Councilman Paul Valentine,
Here.
Councilman Jerry Vitari, here. Supervisor Teresa Kenny.
Here. And can we get the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr.
This has to be said for Esther Bateman.
Esther Baylor, thank you.
She called everybody.
She calls everyone.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we have a couple of announcements. The first one is we have a Share Christmas and the Holidays presented by the Rotary Club of Pearl River. They're going to be driving around the east side of town on Thursday, December 10th, and the west side of town on Friday, December 11th. They don't want any gathering at Bronsdorf Park due to the COVID situation. And the Rotary will be collecting unwrapped toys for needy children. So for more details, you can visit their Facebook page. The Orangetown, the annual Orangetown Recreation Santa Claus 5K run is going on, actually in person, at Veterans Park on December 13th. Again, they don't want people gathering, hanging out. They're going to have a staggered time, and it's $25, and registration is open. So if anybody who wants to register, you can check out the town, I guess either the webpage or the Facebook. We're going to have some awards. Jim Dean's here. Jim, you're going to present the award. You want to do it now? Come on up.
Okay. Do it right.
Thank you. We do this annually, usually in the springtime, but with the pandemic this year, we had to postpone it. Probably we'll let it go, but it is important, I think, to introduce to the board. People have done some really nice things in the town. This is, I think, probably the 20th year that we've done this. It just makes me feel good, so I hope it makes everybody else. Partly the reason we decided to try to do this was because we did have the drive-through open house in November, which I really never reported to you on. And that worked out so well, and so many people were happy to see that we were back in business. We wanted to try to do this evening. In that open house, we actually had a drive-through, and we have a map to the people of what we got. We had the equipment out. We had volunteers there showing how people run the equipment. And then we did a little video in the drive-through, so it's on our website. So if anybody wants to take a look at it, it's pretty neat. And we had actually 13 people from operations and 3 people from administration that volunteered their time that Saturday. And then it went over as well. So now I know This normally, I would be introducing these people personally to the board, and we would give certificates. But because of the COVID and because of the concern about too many people getting together in one place, we tried to reach out to tell the people out that we had already informed that they were going to get awards. But I guess we didn't get through because we have a couple of really nice champions.
Good, good.
But I don't have anything to give them because we were going to do it.
We'll make sure they get what they deserve.
But I would like to read off the names of the people and specifically what was for this year. I think you have the list. But we could start with the Summit School. This is a program with the Summit Youth Employment Work Group. Summit School is a residential school for people that have issues in the regular school system. And this is more than 20 years we've been working with them, where they come to us at least once a week, do the bags that we give out for recycling, fill sandbags, put things aside for us. And they've been very good at doing this. Most of the work that they've been recognized for here was with 2019, because with the COVID, it shut down and they really haven't been coming to us. But I'm sure they'll be back again. So I'd like to read their names. Nicholas Tremellis, Michael Lee, Justin Quesada, Angel Flores, Mahiki Pankey, Asim Basari, and Manny Picardo. Those are the students that came. The principal up there is Debbie Sherwood, and the administrator working with us is Judy Harrington. So I want to thank them, just in case they're watching today. But we'll make sure that they get their certificates, which goes into their file at the school.
Jim,
Yes.
you should mention that your wife, Dottie, for years was involved in this with the Summit School.
Yeah, she actually was a teacher up there, and she was the one that made the initial connections. Thank you. Yeah. She's not there anymore, but she still loves the kids.
No,
at
I know.
school. Next, we have recognition of Adopt-a-Spot anniversaries. We have Adopt-a-Spots around the town. Usually that's somebody has taken the offer to take the idea to clean up a particular spot, put their name on it, and keep it. That's usually a 2-year contract, and then it gets renewed. The first one we have is Pop Hill Gang. This is their 10th anniversary. Tom Tracy and his family, and I think they're here. All right, thank you very much. That's at the corner of Blauvelt Road and Van Wyck Road in Blauvelt. They do a great job of keeping that cleaned up. Next, we have Adopt a Road anniversary for St. Dominic's Family Services. That's 20 years they've been doing this. And they do a section of road on Parkway Drive South from the area that's adjacent to the Palisanta State Parkway. There's one section there where there's fence and grass and no houses. They've been taking care of that for years. And they've done a great job, so they'll be getting certificates. Beautification Awards. This comes by the highway department driving around and what we see, and if we see something that we think really looks nice and it adds to the community, we try to recognize the people that do that. We have a commercial award this year for Brightview Senior Living, where their sign is out on Hunt Road and Orangeburg Road, over by the reservoir. They do a beautiful job of flowers and decorating there. It just adds to that intersection. It makes it look like this is an attractive place to be. Then we have 2 residential units this year. David and Marcia. David and Marcia Fernandez. I actually stopped and talked to them. They've done a beautiful job on Franklin Avenue, just as you come up the hill out of town, just past the park, the ball field on the left-hand side. 2 years ago they started it. They excavated everything in front of the houses. They built walls. They put flowers in. It's beautiful. So you get a chance. Now it's been dying off, but in the spring it'll be beautiful again. And the Gilday family from Oriole Street, who are here. Right? Thank you. They've done a beautiful job for a long time. Finally, actually stopped and looked, and it's just nice to ride down Oriole Street and see something as pretty as that. We have neighbors that have some nice stuff too.
Yeah.
We have plenty for future awards. Now they'll get a plaque in a frame, a certificate in a frame with a really nice picture of why we think their properties add so much to beauty in Orangetown. Going along with that, we have really a lot of help from Keep Rockland Beautiful and cleanup programs. So most of this goes back to 19, but they did actually try to get out in a couple places this year, as long as they could meet the COVID regs and do some cleanups. But the Blowout cleanup, Melissa Brewer, Pearl River Community Cleanup, Susan DeAngelis and Susan Wilnick. The Palisades Cleanup, Carol Knudsen. The Spark Hill Cleanup, that belongs to the Spark Hill Watershed Alliance. As a group, they do around the Spark Hill Creek, and they've been doing a great job for years. And the biggest one that I think KRB had in 2019 was performed by the Tappan Fire Department. They had an enormous crowd in the Tappan area. So we thank them for all their continued support, and hope that this spring they'll be able to get back out again. What happens is after the snow clears and all that stuff shows up, it's really great to have people out there cleaning it up. It's a good bit. The next is the Highway Department anniversary milestones.
Jim, before you go there, I just want to, for all these people, express our appreciation. As you drive around town, you see things littered and things that don't look, the way they should look. So it's, when people are taking that extra step to do it, it is appreciated. So I want to thank them personally, and I want to thank the ones that are here. So I just want to.
Great, yeah, and that's what we're hoping to be able to convey. This is really great community, and if we have people that are involved, that believe that, understand that, it just helps us make everybody else understand also. So with that, for the Highway Department anniversary milestones, we have two gentlemen that just made their 15 years. Brian DeMonis, who's one of our supervisors, and Jason Elmendorf, who's one of our mechanics. Both of those have been here 15 years. And then double that is 30 years, Tom Nicodelis, who's our head foreman, mechanics, and Anthony Lamandri, who's the general foreman in charge of operations, 30 years for each one of those. That's pretty good. Basically, most of our people, this is a career. Most of them, when they're leaving, there's 25, 30, 35 years. Find a place in the Highway Department and like it and stay.
They're babies compared to you, Jim.
And we appreciate that. But we understand. I'm sorry.
I said they're babies compared to you. Right.
Yeah, but we all get there. The thing that we don't really see here, and maybe we'll see in the next one too with the attendance, that means these people have been here for 30 winters. Now, last winter was the mildest winter that we've had in all the time that I've been in the Highway Department. But there's a lot of other ones that have not been mild. And that person, if they've been here 30 years, have been through many winters, and not only them, but their families are also. So I really do like to congratulate them for sticking with it. We do have perfect attendance awards, and I think it's really important if somebody does the extra to come to work every single day and make sure that they don't miss. We have 48 full-time employees, and here we have five that have 100% attendance. I think that's really pretty good, and there's a lot of people that are in the 90% also. But Lee Davis, James Michael Dillon, who's our Assistant General Foreman, Stephen Muno, who's our Administrative Assistant, Ed Perillo, and Christopher Yanizo. You recognize that last name? That's actually Mike's son. So he's starting off just like his father, with 100% attendance. And this year we did, in the past, in 2019, we had 4 people retire. Stephen Elmendorf with 28 years, Joe Italiano with 32 years, James Scascio with 32 years, and David Wellborn with 29 years, who, as I said before, have spent many winters, and we do appreciate it. We haven't actually had a chance to have our annual party where we recognize them just because of the situation, but we all hold on, and that's going to come pretty soon. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim.
Giving us the time to do this. And, I'm sorry for the people that came that I couldn't shake hands with here, but we will do it. We will do it soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to workshop the agenda items. Number 3 we have is to set a public hearing. This goes back to we talked about during the budget hearings about the fire inspection services for not-for-profits. So we're going to change it so that they are required to comply and pay for the fire inspection services. The caretaker agreement pretty much speaks for itself. We're just renewing. Just so you know, I know there's another one. The person that's in it is not interested, so they're going to do a process to find who's going to rent the other property. A hold harmless and indemnification. This has to do with a fence being erected in the right-of-way. Number 6 is the agreement with the school district regarding the school resource officer. It's renewing on the same terms, right, Rob? I'm getting that right?
And that's just South Orangetown.
Yep. Yeah. Number 7 is basically we settled a claim, I'm going to get this right, with the homeowner, and after the fact we found out that Orange and Rockland was a contributing factor, so we got Orange and Rockland to make a contribution towards what we paid to the homeowner. 8 is a new traffic signal at William Street and Central Avenue. I can't believe how much those things cost.
Yeah, that traffic signal is one of the ones that had been designated as in bad shape, couldn't replace the pieces in it.
No, actually, it's not. This is a signal that we got a grant for 2 years ago from the assembly room.
But it needed to be replaced.
Yeah. So that, it was outside the tent that was.
Okay.
Okay.
This is separate.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, number 9 is retaining Mazer Consulting. They're going to help us work on the bid documents and consulting services related to a culvert project. 10, Dennis, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I do. If I can do this without my hearing aids falling off. Through the highway department, various streets have been named, for individuals. As a matter of fact, in front of the highway department, it's Jim Dean Way, I believe. And it's a recognition of people who have been great contributors in our community, again, like a Jim Dean. But in this case, this is a proclamation that's going to enable us to name a road right in front of, on Railroad Avenue from West Washington Avenue to Central Avenue, in front of the American Legion, Post 329, and also the Hibernian House, home of AOH Division 3. Francis Duffy from Pearl River has been a long-time resident of Pearl River and a vital member to both the American Legion and to the Ancient Order Hibernians. Matter of fact, he dates in the Hibernians way before me, but I remember him as long as I've been in the Hibernians now for almost 40 years, and Frank Duffy was one of the first people I met, and it's just a very impressive. I was going to use the word curmudgeon. Can you use that? Curmudgeon. He's a funny guy. And it's somebody that he doesn't talk about himself, hasn't in the past. And when you find his history, Frank Duffy was in World War II. He was in the Marines, and he served in Saipan, but also in Iwo Jima. He was wounded in Iwo Jima, spent many months in the hospital afterwards. He ended up getting a Silver Star for his actions in Iwo Jima. And what's funny, again, to talk about Frank Duffy, when I went in the legislature 25 years ago, one of the things we wanted to do is get World War II veterans to talk in the school. Frank Duffy said he'd never talk to me again if I asked him to talk in the school. It just was a World War II veteran that he did not talk about his service. And the Ancient Order Hibernians, so Frank McDonough, who talked him into it, I don't know what year it was, could have been 15 years ago, 12 years ago, where he actually was driven in the St. Patrick's Day parade. I don't know if his arm was twisted, but we wanted to recognize veterans. And Frank McDonough got him to go every year after that. And it was finally, he was willing to accept recognition from his fellow citizens for what he had done through his life. And that's what this proclamation says. Don't worry, though. Its proclamation is PFC, Francis T. Duffy, dedication of a town roadway in his name, and that will happen on Sunday on Railroad Avenue. And I thank Jimmy Dean and the Highway Department for making this happen. I have representatives from the AOH Division 3. If you stand up, please, and then I'll give you the proclamation. All right. Thank you for being here. You want to take this, Dermot? Dermot, we just need to pick a time on Sunday. Get that set with
Jeremy,
the
you want to say anything? You can
Get
take
set
the
with
mic.
the-
Sure, right up there, right.
I'd just really like to thank the town board, all of you, for giving this long overdue honor to Frank Duffy. He's a true hero, also a gentleman, and he really represents our ideals at the AOH of friendship, unity, and Christian charity. As Dennis said, I know he's well over 43 years because he got his major degree in 1977. But he's a true gentleman, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the World War II veterans are aging out, and Frank Duffy is a spry 96 years old. He's just a great human being. And thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks, Teresa.
Okay, number 11 and 12 are, for once, Parks and Rec is getting some trucks. Jimmy's not getting them. We have two pickup trucks. 13 is police. We have surplus of some vehicles, which are all just right there. 14, Traffic Advisory Board has recommended the installation of 2 streetlights near 58 and 70 Livingston Street. And then we have the vouchers and executive session. Pretty light.
Teresa, before we go on to voting, take a 2-minute break in case people want to leave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have the public portion. If anyone wants to leave, feel free. I hate to say that, but before we start voting. Okay, so I guess we're gonna open the public comment. Can I get a motion?
Moved.
Tom Divany, Dennis Troy, all in favor? Aye. So there's no one signed up to speak. So is there anybody here that would like to speak? They're leaving. Come back. Okay.
Everyone here is from the town.
I know. Okay.
All right.
So do I have a motion? Okay. No one?
Motion to close
Okay.
public portion.
Tom Divany, motion to close. Second. Paul Valentine. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so the first item is to set the public hearing for 7:15 on December 15th. Again, this is the certificate of compliance requirement. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Paul Valentine, second. Jerry Batari, oh, sorry. I saw Jerry's head move, so Jerry Batari got it. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so approve the caretaker agreement for the Henry Borst property to Brian Edwards. Can I get a motion?
Yeah, I'll make this.
Okay, Dennis Troy, second Jerry Batari. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, grant the covenant hold harmless indemnification agreement to Caitlin and Dennis McGee for the property of 50 Sickletown Road in Orangeburg. Can I get a motion?
I'll make it.
Okay, Dennis
Jerry.
Troy. Jerry Batari, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the extension of the school resource agreement with the South Orangetown Central School District for the 2020-2021 school year. Motion? Jerry?
Yeah.
Jerry Batari made a motion. Second? Dennis Troy, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. award the bid to Verde Electric for the maintenance for the new traffic signal at the intersection of William Street and Central Avenue and Pearl River.
Moved.
Motion-
Skip 7.
Oh, I skipped 7? Oh, okay. I don't know how I did that, but okay. Authorize the settlement, I've seen if you guys were paying attention. Authorize the settlement of claim with the town, and again, this is where Orange and Rockland is going to be giving us $15,000. So can I get a motion?
That's a good thing.
Paul Valentine, did you second? Dennis Troy, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so back to awarding the bid to Verde Electric for the traffic signal at William Street and Central Avenue, and I had Tom Divity made a motion, a second?
Sure.
Jerry Batari, all in favor?
Aye.
Did you get, yeah, Jerry? This is an agreement with Mazer Consulting for $13,900 to basically help us with the bidding and consulting services for this culvert project. Can I get a motion? Paul Valentine, second. Dennis Troy, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, designating install the memorial sign on Railroad Avenue from Central Avenue to Washington.
I'll move that.
Yep, Dennis Troy moved it.
That should have the Marine at the end. Second.
Paul Valentine, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 11, award a bid to the Genesee Valley Ford for 2021 pickup truck. Again, this is for Parks and Rec. Can I get a motion?
Sure.
Jerry Batari.
I'll second.
Paul, second it. All in favor?
Aye.
And then we have another one for Schultz Ford 2021 pickup truck for $29,780. Can I get a motion? Paul Valentine, second. Dennis Troy, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, this is declaring surplus vehicles for the police department. I'm not going to read through them. So there's the Dodge, the Ford, listed right there. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I heard 2 moves.
Second.
I think I had 3 of you now, okay. So Dennis Troy moved, Tom Divany second, all in favor?
Aye.
Approve the installation of 2 street lights near 58 and 70 Livingston Street in Tapan. Can I get a motion?
Sure.
Jerry Batari moved, second. Paul Valentine, all in favor?
Aye.
And then the vouchers, okay.
Okay, tonight's audit consists of 4 warrants for $1.8 million. First warrant has 41 vouchers for $78,000. Items of interest, number 2, New York Power Authority, $22,000 for the streetlight project. Second warrant had 138 vouchers for $444,000. Items of interest, number 4, APECO, $168,000 for the fuel station replacement at the Highway Department. That's bonded and CHIPS money. Number 5, Paso, $68,000 for recycling. Number 8, Edmonds, $16,000 for building department software. The third warrant had 55 vouchers for $254,000 with the utilities. The fourth warrant had 19 vouchers for $1.1 million. Items of interest, number 19, TSCA Employee Benefits Fund, $30,000 for general benefits. 21, Department of Civil Service, $736,000 for healthcare benefits. Number 22, Schultz Ford, $81,000 for highway equipment, bonded money. Number 23, the Comptroller, $32,000 for justice fines. And number 24, Vassal Systems, $184,000 for a highway steer loader, also bonded money. Any questions on the audit?
Okay. So can I get a motion to accept the audit? Okay, Paul, second. Dennis Troy, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we do have an executive session tonight to speak with legal counsel and on contractual matters. We won't be coming out, we will not be coming out to vote on anything. So I'm just going to read the adjournments. We have Thomas Boyle, resident of Pearl River, Thomas Ciccarelli, a resident of Pearl River, Daniel Collins, a resident of Pearl River, Paul Forgax, a resident of Pearl River, John Kennedy, a resident of Pearl River, Michael J. Colleen, resident of Pearl River and father of me, Peter Reynolds, resident of Pearl River, Kevin Ryan, resident of Pearl River, Jim Shepard, resident of Pearl River and past president of the Rotary Club of Pearl River, and Dennis Smith, a resident of Pearl River. I'm just going to take this opportunity to say that it's, even though it's the worst of times when you lose a parent, seeing the outpouring of support from employees, from residents, it was really touching. So in the worst of times, sometimes you see the best in people. So I just wanted to mention that it was appreciated, and it was very much made my family feel much better. So on that, I guess we need to go into executive session. So can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Move.
Tom moved it. Dennis seconded it. All in favor? Aye.